Did you know that millions of Americans could be missing out on significant changes to their Social Security benefits right now, and some of these adjustments could affect your monthly payments starting this October? Are you prepared for what could be the most important Social Security updates in decades? What if I told you that failing to act on these changes could cost you thousands of dollars in benefits you're entitled to receive? The Social Security Administration has been implementing several major changes throughout 2025, and while some have already taken effect, there are ongoing adjustments and new requirements that continue to roll out, including some that specifically impact how benefits are calculated and distributed in the final months of 2025. The most significant change that has already transformed Social Security this year is the Social Security Fairness Act, which became law in January 2025 and has eliminated two provisions that previously reduced benefits for millions of Americans. This landmark legislation abolished the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset, which had been reducing or completely eliminating Social Security benefits for people who also received pensions from jobs that didn't pay into Social Security, such as certain government employees, teachers, and public servants. But here's what many people don't realize about these changes and why October matters so much for your Social Security strategy. The elimination of these provisions means that if you're someone who was previously affected by the windfall elimination provision or government pension offset, your Social Security benefits are now being recalculated, and the Social Security Administration is working through a massive backlog of cases to restore benefits that were previously reduced or eliminated. This process has been ongoing throughout 2025, and many beneficiaries are still waiting for their corrected payments to begin, which could include significant back payments covering the period since the law took effect. Additionally, 2025 brought a cost of living adjustment of 2.5%, which means Social Security recipients saw their monthly payments increase to help offset inflation and rising costs of living. This adjustment affects over 67 million Social Security beneficiaries and approximately 7.5 million supplemental security income recipients. But the timing of when you receive these adjusted payments and how they're calculated can vary depending on when you first started receiving benefits and your specific circumstances. One of the most critical changes that continues to affect people throughout 2025 relates to the earnings limits for those who are receiving Social Security benefits but are still working. The Social Security Administration has raised the annual earnings limit to $23,400 in 2025, up from $22,320 in 2024. This means if you're receiving Social Security benefits but haven't reached your full retirement age, you can now earn up to $23,400 without having any of your benefits withheld. However, if you earn more than this amount, the Social Security Administration will temporarily withhold $1 of your benefits for every $2 you earn above this limit. For those who reach their full retirement age during 2025, there's a different, more generous earnings test that applies. In the months before you reach full retirement age, you can earn up to $62,160 in 2025 before any benefits are withheld, and even then, only $1 in benefits is withheld for every $3 earned above this higher limit. Once you reach your full retirement age, there's no limit on how much you can earn while receiving Social Security benefits. Here's something that many people are missing about the current Social Security landscape and why taking action in October could be crucial for your financial future. The Social Security Administration has also implemented new identity verification requirements that became effective in April 2025, and these changes are continuing to impact how people access their Social Security services online and in person. These enhanced security measures are designed to protect against fraudulent activity, but they also mean that if you need to make changes to your Social Security account or access certain services, you may need to complete additional identity verification steps. The identity proofing requirements particularly affect people who are unable to access their personal My Social Security account online or who need to complete certain transactions that require enhanced verification. This means if you haven't already set up your online Social Security account or if you've been putting off dealing with Social Security matters, you might face additional hurdles and longer processing times when you finally do need to interact with the Social Security Administration. Another significant factor that's affecting Social Security recipients throughout 2025 is the ongoing implementation of technology improvements and system updates within the Social Security Administration. These updates are designed to improve service delivery and reduce processing times, but during transition periods, some services may experience delays or require additional documentation from beneficiaries. What does all this mean for you as we head into the final months of 2025, And what specific actions should you take in October to ensure you're maximizing your Social Security benefits and staying compliant with new requirements? First and foremost, if you believe you were previously affected by the windfall elimination provision or government pension offset, you should contact the Social Security Administration immediately if you haven't already received notification about your benefit recalculation. Many people who are eligible for restored benefits haven't received them yet due to the massive volume of cases being processed. You should also review your most recent Social Security statement to ensure that all your earnings have been properly recorded and that you're receiving the correct benefit amount based on the 2025 cost of living adjustment. Errors in earnings records are more common than many people realize, and fixing these errors can result in higher monthly benefits. The Social Security Administration recommends that everyone review their earnings record at least once per year, and October is an excellent time to do this comprehensive review. If you're currently working while receiving Social Security benefits, you need to carefully monitor your earnings to ensure you don't exceed the annual limits, which could result in benefit withholding. Keep detailed records of your monthly earnings and consider consulting with a financial advisor or tax professional if your income is close to the annual limits, as there are strategies to manage your earnings and potentially minimize any benefit reductions. For those who are planning to apply for Social Security benefits in the coming months, October is an ideal time to begin the application process and gather all necessary documentation. The application process can take several months, and having all your paperwork in order ahead of time can significantly speed up the approval and payment process. It's also crucial to understand how these 2025 changes might affect your long-term retirement planning and whether you should adjust your Social Security claiming strategy. The elimination of the windfall elimination provision in government pension offset has changed the benefit calculations for millions of Americans, and these changes could impact decisions about when to claim Social Security benefits and how to coordinate Social Security with other retirement income sources. One often overlooked aspect of Social Security planning is understanding how Medicare premiums are deducted from Social Security benefits and how changes in these premiums can affect your net Social Security payment. Medicare Part B premiums are typically deducted directly from Social Security benefits, and changes in Medicare costs can impact your take-home Social Security payment even when your gross benefit amount increases. The key takeaway is that Social Security is not a set-it-and-forget-it program, especially during a year of significant changes like 2025. Whether you're currently receiving benefits, planning to apply soon, or still years away from retirement, staying informed about these changes and taking proactive steps to optimize your benefits can result in thousands of dollars in additional income over your lifetime. The Social Security landscape has fundamentally changed in 2025, and those who take action to understand and leverage these changes will be significantly better off than those who simply wait and hope for the best. From restored benefits for those previously affected by the windfall elimination provision in government pension offset to higher earnings limits and enhanced security requirements, there are multiple opportunities to improve your Social Security situation, but only if you're aware of them and take appropriate action. Don't let these important changes pass you by without taking advantage of the opportunities they present for improving your financial security in retirement.